Hello, my name is Zakariya. I like science and I'm going to be demonstrating some science for you. There is 4 kind of forces in nature. I'm going to be talking about one of the 4 forces. It is gravity. Gravity is the type of force that pulls stuff down. So I'm going to use this thing to demonstrate it. I'm going to use this thing. So what happens if I drop it? Obviously it will fall. It's because of the gravity. See? It falls. It's because of the gravity. And I jump and then I go down. Yeah? It's because if I'm jumping and the gravity is pulling me down. So if we were in space and we jumped, we'll be floating around because in space there's no gravity. And you know the sun is 1,000,000 times bigger than the Earth. Well, the Earth goes around the sun, and you know the sun uses gravity to pull the Earth near it. But it doesn't just do that. The Earth goes around the sun. And the person that found it out about this happened a long time ago. The person who found out about this, his name is Sir Isaac Newton. I'm going to show you a picture of him. This is a box that I had with all my science stuff. So over here is Sir Isaac Newton. He found out about gravity of looking at an apple falling down of a tree. And then he explained to the world that there is gravity. And another thing I wanted to talk about, there is 8 planets. These are all the 8 planets. There's one planet which is not a planet anymore. There was 9 planets a long time ago, but now there's only 8. And we're going to talk about the biggest planet, which is Jupiter. If you want to live on that planet, if you want to see how it's like, once you go there, you will not want to stay there. It's because there is lots of storms. And if you're going to go and see it, you'll see a big, massive spot. Like a big spot. And there's lots of storms. And that is the most biggest storm. And that happened a long, long time ago. When the Earth was, the rocks from space, they hit into the Earth. After they hit into it, they made the Earth and stuff. And while that was happening, there was a big tornado in Jupiter. And that was the most biggest storm, as I explained. And maybe you think it's not working now and it's finished. Actually, right now, the tornado is still going around. Yeah, and you would not want to live in Jupiter, and all the other planets. You know live in. Some planets are too hot. Some planets are too cold. Some planets have lots of storms and it's not right. Some planets don't have water. Some planets are only rocks. And planet Earth is exactly the right place to live in. want to talk about my 3 favorite scientists. This is the box I made. And over here you can see lots of kind of people. These are the special people. Over here, it is Edwin Hubble, which he was named by a telescope called the Hubble telescope. And this over here is Sir Isaac Newton. Over here is one of my favourite scientists and my dad's favourite scientist, Albert Einstein. Yeah? So this is, and over here you can see the sun, and this over here you can see the sun that is really like the sun is really big. You can't even fit in the picture. If you fit it in the picture, you can fit it in the picture, but then you can't see the Earth. But look how big the sun is comparing to the Earth. See how tiny the Earth is? And look how big the sun is. Even it looks small. The Earth looks. You think the Earth is really big, and the sun is like the same size as the Earth. Actually, the Earth is so small comparison to the sun. And over here is, whoa, see that? Over here is the galaxy. Yeah, we live in the galaxy, but that big thing over here, we don't live in that. We can't live in there because in there is like a big. It's called the black hole. It doesn't look black, of course. It looks a little bit black, but if we go in that, we'll just be sucked into it. If you just go on top of that, we go a little bit into it, we'll just be sucked into it. And plus, there's so much power in it. I enjoyed doing the video with you. Thank you for listening, and I'll come back soon. Goodbye.